I don't mind. But I don't know
Yeah,
how
mine too.
You were a ranger, weren't you?
Cavalry.
What's a calamity?
I'm a druid again.
What are you leaning towards, Steve?
So I was going to answer but I was leaning towards either monk or cleric, but I don't mind going sorcerer either.
Well, I was waiting to see what my roles are.
Hi guys,
then-
and just to do a quick announcement, we are here.
Oh!
We are trying to do Band of Badgers online. This might work, it probably won't, but we thought you might like to see Josh's bum, which is in the screen below me. He's the technical IT wizard who has a big butt crack. And also,
Hilarious.
why we are completely promoting Sports Direct and their giant mugs at the same time. So, welcome to Avernus Rising Session 0. I'm the Dungeon Master. This is the crew who will be playing the game. We're going to find out a little bit about them, so over to them because they were in the middle of chatting while I completely interrupted them, so off you go.
That's nice, isn't it? Just
no one say a word.
So yeah, I was leaning towards either being a monk if we needed a fighter, a cleric if we needed a healer, or sorcerer if we needed a magic user.
Right, I'm definitely leaning towards paladin if I get the rolls. If not, fighter if something in between, or crappy sorcerer. Catch that cat.
There's a cat.
So much live channels where most events.
It's a familiar.
So much going on.
We need to have the monkey behind. Put the
Only
monkey
the rest
behind
of the world will see.
Where's the monkey?
Yeah, I just fancy ranger. That's the only class I've not played so far. Ranger.
I like rangers. I think they're very balanced.
No idea.
Are you going to go dual wielder or ranged?
No idea what
ranger?
if I like them yet or not. I think. Oh, dual wielder. Dual wielder. Absolutely.
So we've probably got.
I'm not big into the whole Robin Hood. Yeah.
So we've probably got enough up front people then, haven't we? If you're going to go paladin, Mike, and then a dual wield ranger, we've probably got enough melee.
Yeah, paladin or fighter depending on the rolls. And if they're really shit, I'll be a sorcerer.
Just to vex you.
So with a druid, we've got some healing. So we haven't got any magic users. So shall I go?
I'm thinking
sorcerer?
Halo spores for druid if that's allowed, or circle of spores.
Yeah, David will allow that.
Yep, it's fine.
Lightly one.
Okay, we all happy with our choices so far, Steve?
Well, we'll wait and see what we get.
Yeah. You sure will.
Right, so Mike, let's roll your dice first.
All right, boss. I don't know whether can I get down. I'll have to take my back screen off.
Oh.
I'll have to take my back screen off. I'll be back in a second.
Good. Who's ready to go? Steve, you have 2 cameras ready to go. Should we jump to you?
Oh, he's so
yeah, I've got to move it though because I'm actually using the other camera to look at me. So
I'm ready now.
Oh, Mike's ready. Right, go on then. Roll some dice, Mike, when you're ready.
I've got to come back. Where am I? That one? Hey. Oh, I can see
your keyboard.
It's like magic.
So what are the rules, David?
We are going to roll
7.
4d6. We will remove the lowest number.
That's 7. That's a good starter.
What about ones? Are you happy with this to keep ones?
Oh, we're just gonna roll. We're gonna go
13.
Okay.
Come on, baby. 13. 13. This is shitter than a shit thing. This is 14. 10. So 7, 13, 13, 13, 14, 10. He's going to be dead within the first battle.
Okay, who's next? Who's ready? Steve, you look ready?
I won't be a paladin.
I am ready. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So 4d6. Drop the lowest dice. Yeah.
Yep.
4.
So that's 6, 6, 5, 17.
Oh, bastard.
Yep.
Whoa.
6, 3, 3 is 12. 5, 5, 2, 12. 5, 5, 3, 13.
Yep.
6, 6, 3, 15. And 6, 5, 4, 15.
Okay. Who would like to go next? Here we go, Paul.
Can you see anything at all?
Yep. Move your dice towards you a little bit.
Hey!
There we go.
My dice towards me.
No, you had it. Stay there. Go for it. First roll.
Right. Let's see. Oh, that's good. 8.
Doesn't beat my 7.
By 1, by my reckoning. Let's have a see. Ooh, 11.
Okay.
I don't think he'd be able to find his way out of a room at this rate.
I'm going to be a sorcerer.
10, 13.
Yep.
6, 10, 13.
Yep.
6, 12, 13. 12. I've got one more to do, haven't I? Or have I got? Is that it? I can't remember.
Oh, aren't you writing them
more.
down, Paul? You're going to write them down, Paul.
I have been writing them down. 6.
Right, that's enough. That's enough. So you've got 8, 11, 13, 13, 13, and 12.
Yeah.
As shit as me.
Okay.
Great.
And Lauren.
No, is it 4d6s, yeah?
4d6.
Cool. 6, 2, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 2 6s, 12, 13, 14. 16 for my first one.
16.
Yeah. Another go.
Go ahead.
Are
Are you able to put them onto
11.
the camera at all?
Yeah, I can. I can move my camera if you want.
Yep.
Oh, if I can get it. So, can you see? So that is 6, 2, 4, and 3. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Yep.
Another go.
15. 6, 2, 4, and 3 is 15.
Yeah.
13.
13. 6, 2, 4, 3.
So
Yeah.
you removed the lowest number.
Ah, okay.
She's just added them together, good lover.
I've
Right.
got 24.
It's okay. It's okay.
If only.
We'll start again. So you're going
Oh.
Lauren?
Yep, start again,
Right.
yeah?
Start again. We'll start with the first roll again.
Okay.
So what you
I
do
always
is
do
you
the
roll
same.
4d6 and then remove the lowest number and then add them up.
Me and Paul were doing the same. Can we start again?
Yeah. If
So
only.
the
gonna have
first
to.
one's 9.
First one's 9.
9. Yeah. Then 8. 13.
13. Yeah.
11.
11.
Then 13.
13.
Yep. One more.
You got 2 more. I've got 4 numbers so far. I've got 9,
Yep, that's
13,
cool.
11, 13.
Yeah, that's cool. That is 12.
12. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Then an 8.
And an 8. Okay.
Mhm.
All of you are all average.
Absolute shit.
The only way is dead in the ground, really. But right, Steve, what's a good way to spice up these numbers?
Re-roll.
You can either, re-roll. I mean, you've got the low. You've got you haven't passed the minimum point buy criteria anyway, so re-roll. We can add a free 2-point advantage as well, like we normally do.
Mm-hmm.
To 2 stats, 1 point to 2 stats, or 2 points to 1 stat. But they're all below the minimum 67 or 69 cut off,
Yes.
whatever it was that we documented before. So it's immediate re-roll.
Right. Is everybody happy to re-roll?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone's
Yes.
To be fair, I don't mind playing mine.
Yeah.
Because I've got what
You got 2 15s, so 17.
29, 31. Yeah.
And
So
if you
I
do
don't
2
mind
points,
playing mine.
if you do your plus 2 points,
Yeah.
then you've got something to make them
Work
better,
with.
really. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Mike, Lauren, Paul, happy to re-roll?
Right.
If Mike
Happy to
and
re-roll.
Lauren do first, while I go and sort out my son at the moment.
Yep. You guys slip into something more
14.
comfortable.
14. Start of a
14.
10. Are we like that? We get it.
Okay. Got the dice warmed up now.
Yes. 15. Oh, we are
There we
cooking
go.
on gas. We're cooking on gas now, kids. I've used all the bad ones. 13.
Yep.
10. Oh, well. Intelligence.
Or CRISPR.
13. Still not stellar. Come on, let's get an 18. 15.
Okay. With your
Bit
plus
better.
2.
So what
you
do we
can
do?
add plus 2 to 1 stat or 1 point to 2 stats.
Plus 1. Also plus 2. Okay.
Right. Lauren, we'll do you next.
Yep.
Go for it.
First one's 8.
Yep. Do you want to
Good
put your
start.
camera on for us?
Yeah. I'll do it for the
So-
next one.
If you've rolled an 8, that's less than a minimum 9, so don't count that roll and just roll it again.
Okay, roll again. Okay. Oh, well, this is a good one. So I've got 2 6s, a 1, and a 4. So I minus the 1 off. So that would be
16.
6, 6, 12, 8, 14, 15. Yeah, 15, I think, isn't it?
2 6s and a 4.
2 6, a 4, and a 1.
Yeah,
16.
Yeah, 16. You don't count
okay.
the 1. Yeah.
Just take the lowest die.
Just
I
remove
get
it.
that. Okay.
Yeah,
I
don't
thought
minus
I
it.
was mad.
Don't minus it from your rolls. Okay, so we've got 16
Okay.
is your first number. Go for it.
Yeah. Then I'll take the lowest dice out, yeah?
Take it out. Yeah.
That's 5 and 2 4s, which is
13.
5 plus 8. That's the one. Don't keep it for the math today.
And I'm not a teacher.
I wasn't there.
So 4, 4, and a 5. So that is
13.
yeah. 3, 3, and 2.
Oh, blimey.
That is
That's an 8.
Not very much.
3,
that's
3, and
not a
2.
lot.
Oh, you re-roll that one then.
8.
Right.
Yeah. So
Re-roll
re-roll that one.
You're going to re-roll your 8. Yep.
That's 4, 3, and 5. That's 9, 10, 11, 12. That is 5, 3, and 2. So 8, 9, 10.
Intelligence.
Yep. One more. Your last roll.
And one more.
Buy some new
is-
dice.
I know, right? 2, 3, and 5. That's 8, 9, 10.
Okay. Right, now you also get +2, Lauren, on these. So
Yep.
you can add 2 points to 1 stat or 1 point to 2 stats.
Plus any race bonuses, yep.
Yeah, then you'll get that on top.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not sure if to add it to the highest one or to the 10s. Not sure what's better.
It's okay. Right, Paul,
I might.
you're up.
Better for your, well, you're a druid, so make sure your wisdom's high.
Okay.
It's exciting.
That's it. Give that a go.
14.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus. Sorry. Sorry. 10.
Go ahead. 10.
Oh, 13.
It's amazing how he always gets 3 numbers in the camera.
It's always a 6, the other one.
Yeah.
If only.
Amazing.
If only. If I was doing that, I would get more than. If you've got to see what I could do with my laptop to do this.
It's close to the laptop.
Look at that. 4.
Well,
How's that then?
We can only see
4?
3.
How's
You might
that?
want to redial that.
3 and 2
roll
ones.
that one.
Yeah, brilliant.
Have you rolled a 6 at anything?
10? No. No. No.
I've lost count of the numbers now.
Shit, all the way through. I think you might need another attempt at this one, Paul.
9.
Paul, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, yeah?
Look, you're the one who told me to roll dice for them.
We're going to be going fighting demons and devils.
I could do it in Mike's imaginary way if you like. Look. Oh, look at that. 18.
I trusted you to roll your dice, that's all.
Just never go to Vegas, Paul. Stay away from the gambling.
There we go. Look at that.
Do you want to get some new dice?
12.
And a new camera.
Yeah.
It's fixed into my laptop. So that was good. So 14, 10, 13, 10, 9, and 12.
That's probably about the same numbers as you got the first time around.
Yeah. My first rolls were actually better.
Oh no.
Right, we just have to re-roll again.
Wonderful. I hope you're all enjoying this evening's viewing.
Oh, everyone's just laughing. We just get loads of YouTube hits because everyone's like, look at this wanker.
Watch a man roll shit die rolls.
Right, here we go now.
Or rather, don't watch him. Watch him
watch him roll 3 dice.
There you go.
Oh, he's got 2 now.
1 and 2.
Look at that. Look at that. How's that? 9 for you?
You got 10.
Sorry, is it 10? Straight off?
Right, 10.
Look at that.
Number 1.
That's your
10.
lowest you're going to roll.
Sorry. Oh, look, 13.
It's 3 numbers.
14.
What? 1.
Still no 6s, I'm afraid. 12.
You want to kill those dice. It's 1.
There you go. How are you feeling about that 9?
You got a 9. Well, I'm feeling great about that 9. How are you feeling?
Amazing. 13.
Wow. You better get some new dice for your birthday.
There you are. So.
No, you get +2 on that. So +2 to 1 stat. Or +1 to 2 stats.
I'll +1 to 2 stats, please.
Okay.
Well, we'll just sort out what we're going to obviously do. So I'm now thinking I can be a paladin, so that's the main thing.
Good.
Okay, I'm going to stick with sorcerer then.
Right. Okay. Do you want me to tell you what my plus is, where I plus summon things now?
No,
Because I changed
no,
my 13s to 14s,
no,
basically.
it's all good.
Okay.
Right, Lauren, you are definitely going for Druid.
Yeah.
And Paul,
Definitely going Ranger.
Ranger. Okay, so we have Paladin, Ranger, Druid, and a Sorcerer. We will try and get a 5th player. We'll see who is available from our list. But they are quite extensive. Now, does anybody want to pick a faction?
As in?
You've got the typical list of factions, and Mike, I'd already sent you details of one anyway.
Yeah, well, I want to be a Order of the Companion,
which is
I bet you do.
which is the Hell Riders. The Paladins from the Hell Riders go into, or aim to be into, the Order of the Companion.
Yep. So you're basically going to start as a Hell Rider.
Yes, all right. So I'm a Hell Rider, but obviously when I get to choose,
Yes.
if I can, I'll go into Order of the Companion.
Yep.
So my history is Scholar out of Candlekeep. So I don't know if there's any factions associated with Candlekeep. I don't know if that's one of the Harper factions or anything.
Harper would probably be your best bet. You don't have to. Just put that out there.
I'll think about it, but that's where my history is. Scholar from Candlekeep, and I've arrived at the gates of, is it El Turin?
El Terrell.
El Terrell, sorry. And I was going to be a tutor, guardian of one of the nobles of the city's children, and I arrived on the day that the event happened.
Okay, so it was you then.
It was me that caused it. Yeah.
Right.
I was the one that did it.
I was at Fort Tamil whilst the event happened.
Okay. So you can work this into your backstory.
Yep.
That's fine. And Lauren, again, you don't have to have a faction.
I don't think Druids have factions, do they? I had a quick look.
You could do the Emerald Enclave.
Okay. How would one go about getting a faction? Because I suppose me and my brother, let's say, were kind of known wanderers, so I can't imagine.
You don't have to have one. It's literally just.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have one because we were isolated. But you can do if you like. Don't let that stop you.
I think it makes sense to be factionless. I think in our case. Oh, thank you.
Oh, he's finally decided to give her the decent headphones.
He's not going to plug them in now.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds better.
Oh, it does.
Yeah,
that is good.
Put headphones on. Is that good? Is that better?
How come he took so long to sort it out?
And we had to get like what's an aux jack by the looks of it. So I've run out of USB ports on my Mac.
Those aux.
Yeah.
Also, Mike, you are going to have your starting equipment. It's all the usual stuff. But you're going to also start with a potion of healing.
What's my armor?
You've
Leather.
got full plate.
Yeah, because
you're going to start as a knight.
Yeah.
And the stuff I sent you has got a full description of what you look like, blah blah blah. And just pick some of those. You don't have to pick all of them, but floors, bonds, and stuff like that.
Yep.
Paul, you also start with a potion of healing.
Thank you. Judging by my stats, I'll need that.
Maybe you want to be an archer rather than a fighter.
Go with what I've got. Gotta go with what I've got.
Go dex instead of strength.
Oh, I've gone dex.
You go dex either way, can't you?
Yeah, exactly. There
finesse.
My dex isn't that bad.
Steve, can you use you can use magic scrolls, can't you? Scroll of Agathis.
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
Right.
I believe.
You get one scroll of was it Agathis armor?
Armor of Agathis. Yeah.
That one, yeah.
Armor of Agathis. Steve, what have you got? What class have you gone?
I've gone sorcerer, and I've gone for the sorcerer's origin, which is storm sorcery.
Oh, right. Cool.
Do you choose at first level then?
Yes, you do. Yeah.
Oh,
Now, so part of the story is we will be going. We'll start at level 1, but you're going to get to level 5 very, very quickly, probably in game. You're not going to go 1 to 5, but you'll go to 1 to 2 to 3, probably in the same single session. So just have
bloody
an
hell.
idea of where you want to go. So we'll be doing it in game, but just speed things up rather than think, oh, what should I do about this? Have an idea of your progress. Lauren,
Yep.
you are going to be starting with 2 vials of antitoxin.
Oh, excellent.
Is everybody
When I
okay? Sorry?
when I choose, I'm leaning towards Oath of the Conqueror.
Yep.
If you're happy with whatever we go with on that, yeah.
Yes, I will double check offline, and then I'll let you know if we have to change it before the game starts. But
Right.
yes, it should be fine. Is everybody okay with their starting equipment?
Yep.
Well, I've just got a healing potion as far as I can tell. So
Well, plus your general, what kind of
okay.
explorer's
Okay.
pack.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
If there's stuff you want to add in there now, like your bag of marbles or something, tell
Amazing.
me. Bag of marbles, bag of flour, bag of salt. You've got rope. Do you need rope?
Always carry rope.
We will be doing full hit points. We will be doing XP vial with milestones. So no XP counting. It's all milestones, all based on the story. It's a railroad story, so it's not like you can pop home, pop to the shops or anything like that. It's a single mission. This, as you saw the details before, which if I bring that up,
This is not Descent into Avernus, is it? What's the difference between this and?
So this story is based on an adventure, the Adventures League Season 9. It's called Avernus Rising. So the way we do it, we're only doing it for fun. We're not playing official Adventurers League. We're doing it as a D&D adventure.
Mm-hmm.
And the city, as that little kind of bit of text I sent you, it all happened so fast before your eyes. The companion, which is a shining orb that sits above the city, shed its holy light upon Elturel, turned black, bathing the city in darkness. After the briefest of moments, all that remains of the city is a massive crater. Everyone has gone. The entire city has been pulled into hell. Now the orb, the companion, that arrived a few generations ago. So basically, the city of Elturel, at one point in history, was ruled over by a vampire and loads of undead.
He was a hell rider.
Exactly. So because of the heroes that turned up, the companion arrived and literally, as it says in that description, bathed its holy light and destroyed all the undead. And then everyone lived happily ever after.
1444, by the way.
Yes, there you go. So since then, the orb has been kind of floating there and given off its light. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, boom, it's gone. So because the entire city has just been ripped from existence, it's quite a big catastrophe. So where I'm playing Descent into Avernus with a different group, and you can check that out on YouTube, haha. It's such a big event, you're just another group of people who happen to come together in the same situation and become heroes and go on your own adventure. That's all this is. but certain things will happen. So if you imagine Walking Dead, you're just another group of survivors trying to keep people safe. You are heroes. That's why we're playing the game. You are there to protect the weak, to provide hope, safety to others in a very bleak and horrible time. And around you, there will be things hunting you. Now, as I've already described in the details that I sent you, there is a caravan, and the refugees have started to put people together, and they're going to try to go from El Terrell to Baldur's Gate, and it's several days' journey on foot. So to get from one to the other, all your job is to find the supplies they need. You've got weapons, food, shelter, other survivors, protect them when you need to protect them, go and watch at night. And then once we get to Baldur's Gate, then we can open up and open up and open up as the plot thickens. But this is not Descent into Avernus.
So we're not actually going to go into Avernus then, are we? So we're actually just on the surface.
I'm not going to tell you that. I'm not going to spoil the surprise. But who knows what could happen? So you have to wait and see.
Because that's a nasty place, apparently.
It's not a friendly place. Some like it, and there are times down there. So it's just trying to do something a little bit different than what we normally play. Like when we played Storm Kings, so Steve was in the Storm Kings group, the other Storm Kings group. It was we railroaded it because we wanted to get through it as quick as possible. We still took a year, and Steve's group still hasn't even finished. We've got 2 sessions.
Oh, have you?
We're 2 sessions to the end, but it's actually just sorting those out.
They're still fighting those yak people.
No, they've done that. Just about.
We just got past King Hecaton's court.
I don't think we even didn't even draw blood on ourselves, did we, Paul, on the yak people?
No, I didn't.
We had the mythical cow.
So, what else we are going to do is we're going to roll for trinkets. So, Mike, roll a percentage dice, D100.
10.
10. Ooh, a deed for... right, so this is what you receive. This is a trinket. You can put this into your character backstory any way you want. You have the deed for a parcel of land in a realm unknown to you.
Oh, that's good.
That could be passed down as a family heirloom kind of thing.
Someone's brought you a deed to the moon off the internet.
Yeah, I bought one of those before.
Yeah. Okay, Lauren, roll percentage dice for me.
Oh, right. I'll see if I can get it in camera.
No, you don't have to. Just pick a number.
10. 10.
You're going to say.
Roll again.
Yeah.
Roll again. You get exactly the same deed.
We've all got it.
I rolled 0 then. 0, 0. But yeah, no, 10.
Right, roll again. You can't keep rolling 10s.
I've got a 0. 2 zeros.
That's 100.
100.
That's 100.
Oh.
100.
One extreme to the other.
Oh. This could be interesting because you're twins. So, you have in your possession a metal urn containing the ashes of a hero.
Okay. Kind of like a relic.
Don't know. Could be could be a family heirloom.
Are these actually going to have anything to do with the game?
That's
it could be the family.
That's part of something for you to do, and it's part of something for me to do. If we can put it into the campaign, that'd be fantastic. Okay, Paul, you're up.
Yes, sir. 65.
65.
That's a good number.
Okay.
Middle of the road. Middle of the road. We like that. That's man's number.
So, you have in your possession a nightcap that, when worn, gives you pleasant dreams.
Oh,
that's lovely. That's lovely. That is.
Wee Willy Winky. That fits in with my character quite nicely. A nightcap of dreaming.
And
of nice dreaming. I take these aren't on D&D Beyond then.
No.
Deed of parcel of land.
I got 20.
20.
Yeah, 20.
Okay, this could be quite interesting for a sorcerer, actually. So, in your possession, you have a glass jar containing a weird bit of flesh floating in pickling fluid.
Lovely.
Lunch.
Delightful.
Maybe you had to sacrifice your penis. Who knows?
Be a small jar for me then.
Okay.
What races are we out of interest?
Human.
Human.
Half elf.
I'm thinking of going human variant if I can.
Yeah, that's what I've gone.
Yeah, me too.
It's always the trouble, isn't it? If you have shit stats, you spend all your ASIs going up levels and you never get any feats.
Yep.
Now we're rolling for the magic items, are we?
No, that's all. That's
Hey,
that's all
If
done.
only.
worth a try, wasn't it?
Right. And Steve, you didn't have a faction.
No, I think I'll leave the faction. But my background is from Candlekeep.
Yep.
I might read up on Candlekeep.
Yeah, that's fine. Right.
Have you got a problem if we go down the Tiefling or the Dragon Ball? That should be really a human, shouldn't it? I think if I'm Hellrider's got to be human actually. So yeah.
Okay.
Maybe elf at the end, but I doubt even that would be accepted. We don't like elves. Not that we're racist or anything.
No.
So, is there anything else? Obviously, we're gonna start this in probably 2 weeks' time when we finally get round to playing this. We're gonna finish Tomb of Horrors first, because we're doing that as a play test. Are we happy with that? Is there anything else you want to know before we begin?
Who else is in Tomb of Horrors?
Alex.
We're missing someone. Oh, it's just Alex. Yeah. Is he still doing Tomb of Horrors? Is he?
Don't know. We can ask him. If he comes back and says no, we could start this sooner. My plan was to do it fortnightly Thursdays because we also have Alex's game, which is filming this on a Wednesday because it's easy. But it's to do Thursdays at 8 o'clock on a fortnightly basis. If I could do weekly, that'd be fantastic. But while we've got Alex's game, and we're trying to do that on Roll20, if he gets it working.
I must say, Alex is a little bit hard work. Not that I said that.
Yeah, or not that you said that on camera.
Shit. Don't know. You better not put this out.
Cut that scene.
Have you had your first online session yet? Then, or are you still carrying over from when you played in person?
What's that?
On Alex's game?
So Alex's game, we played one game in person, and then COVID hit, and he's been trying to set it up online. We're using Zoom because we just found it easy to do rather than trying to learn a gaming system. Plus, it's easy to capture, even if it's just like this. This is fine. So as long as we can get stuff across, and that way, if I need to show pictures, as we already saw in Tomb of Horrors, I can then share my screen. The downside in terms of recording this, I don't have any fancy graphics all around the place, and it was a bit of a shame. So hoping that the story will keep the audience engaged if this actually works, and I'll find out once we hang up this call. I'll see if it actually recorded and it works. If not, it's just for us.
You just recording it in the Zoom interface then?
Yes. So in terms of this, I'm literally recording one screen. I've got it full screen, so it's all black around the edges, and then you lovely people staring back at me.
Where does it record it to? Because there's obviously a record button.
So I'm not using Zoom to record it. I'm using OBS to record both the the visual and the sound. But rather than trying to capture each individual feed, I'm just doing a screen capture. So, which I mean, I don't have the fancy drops around it. However, what I can do now is use this as a test. So when I put this into OBS, if this is gonna, if we had 6 players, for example, it'll probably give us 2 rows of 3, the way that I've got it on screen, which means I could put a title at the top and I could put something across the bottom when I put it into OBS. But what I'm not going to do is try to capture frames and anything fancy. It's a lot of hassle. Unless someone's watching this, wants to get in touch and do it for free. That'd be nice. You could also play. You'll be our fifth person.
If that's any incentive.
Yeah. Give us your video skills and be our 5th player. But we'll see. We'll see who we get. What we do. Any questions about the story? Where you want to go? What you want to do?
Yeah, well, take you.
That sounds good to me.
Railroaded, so we're going to go wherever you want us to go.
I am.
Yeah.
But it literally starts there. The catastrophes happened. Steve walked up to the doorbell, rang it, and destroyed the city.
You've done it.
Yeah, and
You bastard.
we got to get Steve.
In wild magic.
Yeah. Cue the Benny Hill music.
So if we don't have our own horses, transportation, that sort of stuff, I'm assuming that I would have travelled to El Terrell with a caravan of some sorts.
Yeah. So what I did, so in that text I sent you, there were adventure hooks. Yep. One of the options was a caravan. You could be a caravan owner or whatever. So that could have been your caravan. Just literally, maybe you're not at the front door, but possibly on the edge of Eltgard, or you're just coming into the region of Eltgard, and then you've seen this happen, and then whatever has spurred your caravan into action, you're then picking up survivors on your way in, and then you're going to turn around after discussion and try to get to the next city of safety. The nearest city is Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
But there are things hunting you.
Ooh. So I assume that I've got a horse then, since I'm a knight.
Yes.
Have I got a lance?
If you want a lance, you can have a lance. Yes. Because you were completely, you were in a different location. So
yeah, I was coming back
fine.
From Tamil.
But we're going to try to make it. It's always difficult. The best intention is always try to make it sort of dark and gritty and atmospheric. We're going to try. It might happen, but that's why I mentioned you're going to see a lot of people wandering around. The way I did Descent into Avernus, when I opened that up, it was like the scene from Terminator where Sarah Connor has that dream sequence and she's holding on to the barbed wire, the wire fence, and she just sees this explosion coming towards her and wipes everything out. This is kind of like that. As the city's been ripped out of the Forgotten Realms, it's left a wake, and that void has come back out, and that blast has hit everyone. There's dust, debris, stuff is still floating down out of the sky. Piles and piles of bodies of people who haven't survived that blast, and you're caked in ash. It's snowing, but it's ash. Everyone is covered in grey dust. People are shell-shocked. They don't know where to go. And Mike, for example, your training kicks in.
I was thinking that, so so I'll be...
You're the military one, so potentially you are the captain. You could be the leader. Dara is a young girl. She's actually 10 years old. And for some reason, if you all... Lauren, I don't know if you're familiar with this. I'm sure these guys are. Monkey Magic. Monkey Magic had the female cleric. So they did.
That was shit. That was really shit.
But they did what she told them to do. So Dara is like the cleric from Monkey Magic, from Monkey.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, the
Which one's
embodiment of Buddha.
Dara?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
Which one's Dara?
Tripitaka. She's basically Tripitaka.
Who's Dara?
Dara is, so read back on that description I sent.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Dara is a young girl who seems to be
I didn't
calming
read that.
people down. She is, it's in the very first paragraph. She's calming people down. She is getting people to safety. And when we start the adventure, she is the first person to talk to you, to get you guys together, and then say, we need supplies. We need food, water, shelter, weapons.
Ended with that.
So funny you should say monkey magic, Dave, because that's the character I was going to go for with the monk.
With the monk.
Yeah, and that's why I've gone, because the cleric was going to be cleric of the Tempest, and that's why I've gone the storm sorcery route with sorcerer. That was all built similar sort of style.
So you went what, Pigsy and the water guy.
Sandy.
It was the whole flying cloud thing with the extending staff. No, I was going full on monkey.
Main entrance right was actually going to have the picture of the Terminator, the skeletal Terminator with the red eyes. That was going to be
main entrance right.
Main entrance right. He's looking for main entrance left. You see, that's his best mate. They've stood there for 30 years.
He's gone, waiting for it to come back.
They once saw a three-legged chicken in the courtyard. That kept them laughing for at least 2 years. That did.
So over to the Calamity Twins. So the Canes, you were left on the outskirts of town while your dear old granny went into the city, and then it's all happened. So you're literally on one of the farmsteads, hanging around, doing whatever you want to do.
Granny's dead.
While this has happened. So again,
Yeah.
you find your way to the caravan. Steve's already there because he was part of the caravan, so he hasn't travelled far from that. He's just being recovered or recovering. Everyone's had minor wounds and stuff, and people have had lost limbs and everything else. So you are literally there to protect everyone else when the story starts, and that way we can go straight into the first orders.
Okay. Right,
boss.
Okay.
So
any questions?
Make some characters.
Any questions between now and then? Stick them into the Tomb of Horrors D&D Beyond, because then we'll swap it out. So all I'm literally going to do is we'll check with Alex first. If Alex isn't around for Tomb of Horrors, do we want to jump straight into this?
Might as well, yeah.
That would be good. Sooner the better.
Okay. Or we can just cancel Tomb of Horrors and get straight into this. Tomb of Horrors for me was more of a playtest.
Another time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd looking forward to Tomb of Horrors, but yeah, we can always do it again with,
Yeah, I think from trying to do it this way, I tried to have my desk the same setup I would as a normal table, and it didn't work. So I've got two screens here, and I'm trying to do what I can. I think I've got a better idea now of how it works in this setup. And we'll try doing different things. And I'll have a sandwich.
Yeah, I'll one.
Yes, please.
Ham and mustard. Oh, we go. She's not. She's naked again. And it's not Naked Thursday.
It's Naked Wednesday this week.
I keep thinking
I'm not had dinner yet because I had to go to Sainsbury's.
Oh, so you don't get a dinner, you get a sandwich instead.
I'll get a sandwich instead, yeah.
Are you ashamed of your wife, Steve?
No, she's got her pyjamas on. she doesn't want you to see Mickey Mouse.
Don't, mate. Don't rise to that.
If there is anything else, we will leave it there. We've rolled stats. It's up to you to come up with find your faces, your portraits, whatever you want to do.
I have to have a decent one.
You might. Who knows, Mike? Who knows? But come up with something, and then we'll try to put it all in.
So I'll
Easy,
recreate
easy,
my
easy.
character, Dave, because the one that I loaded into the campaign at the moment has got all the starting equipment for a monk. So I'm going to have to redo it because otherwise it doesn't give you that choice again. So I'll put it in there again. And I'll send you my backstory plus a few little notes that we can agree whether I can do or not.
Yep. If you have any idea of where you want to go with your character, privately for a surprise for the other players to find out, investigate what story-wise, then just send me offline. That's perfectly fine. And maybe we'll play if everyone's available. Maybe we can start this game next Thursday.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm free.
Okay, next Thursday, 8 o'clock.
I'm free.
Free as a bird, or not?
Ending what Alex says.
Yeah, we'll have a chat with him and see what happens tomorrow night. But yeah, we'll see what Alex says.
Cool.
Cheers, guys. Thank you very much.
So what you're just going to try and get a fifth player? Yep.
We'll try to get a fifth player. I would prefer to have 5, but yeah, I'm definitely going to try to get a fifth player, but I can talk with them offline about what their stuff is.
Okay. What type of character do you think they'd be?
I don't know.
What do you think we're missing? You
definitely don't have a thief, but the ranger could go with that skill. So could the druid, really. But it's one of those games where, like most of these games, you need a balanced party. And having that fifth person will give us that. I know most of the time we play like minimum 6 up to 8 players, but for this, just doing it online, we want to keep it quick, fast paced. Something we can do every week would be great. The best thing about Adventurers League is each chapter is meant to be done in one sitting of 3 or 4 hours, which means we could have a good game. You are railroaded, but here's the story, here's the plot, here's your goal. Go off and do it. And if you do that successfully, you get rewards, you get your items, and you go up a level. So then when we come back next week, we can move the story on. You're never sort of trapped in the same location. We're always moving. And something with the first section of this, time is of the essence. You need to get your supplies for the survivors. You need to get the survivors from A to B, and that will take some time to do. So again, working together, learning your strengths and weaknesses together. There's lots of story in between, not necessarily role play, but lots of story where you have to think about what is most important, and there's a bit of combat as well.
Are we all sort of generally good or lawful alignment?
Yes, because of the nature of the story. I never like bad guy characters anyway. I think keep good intentions in mind. This is a morally high story. If you then try to do this, the bad guy is hell itself. If you try to stab your companions in the back, it's not going to work. It's not going to be that. There is a bad guy, but that bad guy is in hell. This is not a bad king who you can kill. This is something else.
Yep.
All right, Governor.
Right.
Okay.
In that case, you and me, Mike, let's have a chat with Alex tomorrow. Let's see how that goes and see what we want to do. And we will start playing this next week.
Yes.
Episode 1.
Cool.
And we get all the great characters. I love this bit best.
Yeah.
It's always a fun bit.
It's nice.
Yeah.
And you change about 18 times.
No.
And then you're halfway through the game, you think, shit, why didn't I take that character? That would be perfect for this.
Yeah, I know. My favourite bit.
Right, well, thank you very much. You're a wonderful, wonderful person, David. We love you.
Well, the DM, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
You're very
At the
handsome
DM.
as well, and a very strong, forceful man.
Yeah.
Do I get a magic? Do I get a magic weapon now?
No, but
fuck you! I always hated you. What the hell is that?
This
You don't
is
want to know. Do not ask. Do
this
not
is
ask.
this is a Holophant. This is Lulu, the Holophant from Descent into Avernus. You won't get one of these because
Doesn't look very scary.
no, it's not. It's
Oh.
you won't get one of them, so we'll get rid of that. But
I feel very
shall
upset.
enjoy.
We won't get one.
oh, and it also
Right,
means
boys
that
and
I
girls.
can start using some of the
Oh.
stuff I've got for. Again, you won't be able to touchy feely, but there will be stuff that I can introduce from the Beadle and Grimm's box. I can show you on camera, and I can show you some of the imagery of that as well. So yeah, that's another
What
piece.
level do you think we'll be going to?
Eventually, yeah.
Eventually, I think it currently goes up to the whole thing at the moment goes up to 15th level. I think 14th.
All right,
15th.
so we
It's
could be
quite
in for a
nice.
while then.
Yeah. So the first thing, you can go up 1 to 5 fairly quickly. It may feel a bit slow and very basic because we've played several adventures now in various guises over the years. But we'll go up that fairly quickly. Okay.
Because it makes a difference if on character selection. Because obviously, if something's really good when you're at 10 or 11th level, and we're not going to get to 10 and 11th, you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
So we've got to think of going mid-teens type thing.
I think so. I think at least aim for 10 or 12. Who knows? By that time, COVID might be over. Maybe.
I hope so.
Yeah. So, but who knows? When that's all blown over, maybe we could continue to do this online. Maybe we actually get to meet up in person. Who knows?
Way.
I never liked that, Paul.
No. But
Me neither.
you see, the good thing is that if we play this and we enjoy this kind of hellscape, demons and devils and all this coming after you, it's also good progress for Descent into Avernus. So where I've got that full set, I played it with. Well, I started playing it in a group. COVID came in and ruined it all. But because it's so tactile, I've now put it on a shelf. But it also means that if this group works out well, maybe we can play that together as well.
We have to play with Paul.
Yeah, well they're twins. They come as a pack now.
The same with
Joined.
Strad. I didn't want to play Strad online because it's, as you say, very tactile and I got 8 billion painted models now.
Exactly. So you might as well wait. It'd be something to look forward to. And I was thinking about that on the weekend because we just had. If you're watching this on YouTube, we just had a fantastic weekend. And Mike has a lovely garden with a kind of the whole garden seat outside.
Even better now, just spent all day in it.
There you
planting
go.
loads of new stuff and mowing and.
So that would have been ideal. Playing a whole Sunday, like 10 hours of D&D in the garden would have been lovely. But unfortunately, COVID means that Mike has to enjoy that and his swimming pool all in his own.
Oh, stuff,
So, yeah.
But
Anything
we
else?
will
And
be through it and have plenty of barbecues.
yeah, I think Paul, you need some new dice.
What's wrong with those?
D6.
Treat
Let's
yourself.
have a quick go.
The whole word of the whole thing
Number
about D6 is the 6-bit, Paul.
I had plenty of backups just in case.
I think your dice were D4, Paul.
No, look.
You didn't roll.
Are those
I'm gonna roll an 18. I'm gonna roll an 18 now.
Is that a starter
maybe
box,
not.
Paul?
Maybe not.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
love
no,
those
6.
dice. They work fantastic for me.
Yeah.
Right, boys
sorry.
and girls, I'm going to start creating a character.
So
Love you
am I.
lots, many, and I'll talk to most of you next week, and I'll talk to most of you. In fact, most of you tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's true. Maybe. Who knows?
Well, you'll be
Depends
there
how the
tomorrow, won't you?
conversation goes. Well, yeah, but it depends how your conversation goes, I guess.
Oh well, we'll still be there tomorrow
Okay.
because we'll still play tomorrow, won't we?
We're still,
whatever
so
happens,
we're still in Alex's
We'll
game
be playing
tomorrow
next week.
in
Okay.
Faris. Yeah.
You playing the Magic the Gathering setting?
No,
Don't know what it is.
this is his own homebrew. It just happens to be
Oh,
the
okay.
same name.
Oh, you're not in that one, Steve. I thought Steve was in. It's not. It's James
and Matt.
Oh yeah. I'm so confused.
Right. Thank you,
very
bye.
much.
Good then, boys and girls.
All right.
Yeah.
See you later.
Safe journey home.
See you later, sis.
Bye.
Drive careful.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.
How was that, Steve?
That was good. That was good. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think I hope it's good. It seems good enough. It's only literally like 20 that's like sections 1 to 4.
Right.
So it's good to get past the first thing.
I think they work well in this format as well, because like I say, it's episode.
Yeah.
I quite like the idea of that play to a natural conclusion.
Yeah. And the very first thing it's done in a way that it's not
So what you said there was doing last day. So we did here once we go from max up to 5th level and then roll after.
I just think it's good max all the way, but
Okay.
it gives you the best option. I think that's the easiest thing to do.